Hello, my dear students, and welcome back. I know, exams are just around the corner, and everyone's telling me that this chapter, Chapter 8, is a little bit tricky. But you know what? Don't you worry one bit. Today, we're going to break it down and make it so simple, you'll wonder why you ever worried in the first place.
Okay, bachcho, let's dive right in. Here's our little roadmap for today. We're going to go step by step, and by the end, you'll have everything you need to get full marks on this topic. So, are you ready? Let's do this. So first up, let's talk about something you see every single day in school, your attendance register. Just imagine your poor teacher, having to mark P or A for 50, 60 of you every single day. It's slow, it's tiring, and as your textbook says, it's pretty tedious work. And let's be honest, have you ever seen it? Sometimes the ink smudges, right? Or a name gets spelled wrong. And what happens if the register gets wet in the rain, or poof, it just gets lost? All that data, all your attendance for the year, gone. And calculating the monthly percentage, so many chances for silly mistakes. That's the problem with doing everything by hand. Okay, so what's the obvious next step? Let's get modern. Let's put everything on a computer. We could make one file for all the student details and another one for the daily attendance. Sounds like a perfect solution, doesn't it? It should solve all our problems. Or does it? Well, here's the twist. While using computer files is definitely a step up from paper registers, it actually creates a whole new bunch of big problems. It's kind of like we fixed one leaky tap, but accidentally burst 3 other pipes. Okay, have a look at this. Here's a simple file with student details. Now check out roll number 3, Talim Shah, and roll number 5, Ali Shah. They're brothers, right? So their guardian's name and address are exactly the same. But look, we've typed the exact same information 2 times. That's just a waste of space and effort. And it gets worse. Look at the attendance file. For every single day, we're writing the student's name again and again and again. Atharv Ahuja, Atharv Ahuja, Atharv Ahuja. Now imagine doing that for all 200 school days. So much repetition. This is not smart work, but Joe. Everyone, listen carefully. Star this slide in your minds. This is a very important exam question. These are the 4 huge problems with using simple files. First, what we just saw, data redundancy. You're just duplicating the same data everywhere. Second, data inconsistency. So what if Talim's family moves to a new house? If we update the address in his record but forget to update it for his brother Ali, oops, our data is now wrong and inconsistent. Third, data isolation. The student file and the attendance file are like 2 strangers in a room. They don't know each other exist, they don't talk. And last, getting any information is super difficult. You have to write a whole computer program just to find out something simple. What a headache!
So if paper registers are a problem, and simple computer files are also full of problems, तो इसका solution क्या है? What do we do now? There must be a better way, a superhero to save us from this data mess.
And here comes our hero. It's called a DBMS. That stands for Database Management System. And the easiest way to think about it is like a super smart, super organized librarian for all your data. So a DBMS is a special kind of software. Its one and only job is to manage data perfectly. Think about it. A good librarian doesn't keep 10 copies of the same book, right? No, they keep just 1 copy and tell everyone where to find it. A DBMS does exactly that. It stores every piece of information only once in one central place. And just like that, it solves the problems of redundancy and inconsistency. Amazing.
Okay, so we've met our super librarian, the DBMS. Now, to understand how its library works, we just need to learn a few new words. Don't worry, they sound a bit fancy, but trust me, they're really simple. And you know what's cool? We can learn almost everything we need to know from this one single picture. Just look closely at this, the guardian table. This one table is going to be our teacher for the next few minutes.
All right, get ready. This is important. First off, in the database world, a table is called a relation. It's just a professional name, that's all. The columns, like Gname, Gphone, they are called attributes. And each row, which has the complete info for one person, is called a tuple. See? Simple? Now for the most important part, and this is a pakka 3-mark question, bachcho. Degree is the number of columns. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the degree is 4. And cardinality is the number of rows. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the cardinality is 5. Please don't mix these two up.
So, how does our superlibrarian make sure every single record is unique? And how does it connect different tables together? Well, for this, it uses special things called keys. Think of them like secret codes or magic keys that unlock the true power of the database. The most important key of all is the primary key. It's a column where every single value has to be unique. No repeats allowed. It's just like your roll number in class, right? No two students can have the same roll number. In our Guardian table, the GUID column is the primary key. It's like a unique ID card for every single Guardian. And now, prepare for the magic. This picture shows the real power of a database. Look closely. You see the GUID column in the student table? Now see that arrow connecting it all the way to the GUID column in the Guardian table? That arrow, that is the magic link. That magic link is created by something called a foreign key. The student table uses the GUID column to point to or refer to the Guardian table. So, the GUID in the student table is a foreign key. It's like it has borrowed the primary key from the Guardian table to create a connection, a friendship between them. This is how we link data without ever having to repeat it. Okay, phew, that was a lot, but you did great. Now it's time for a super quick revision round to make sure all these new ideas are locked inside your brain for the exam. You ready for a quick quiz? All right, here's your first question, and I told you this one was important. What is the difference between degree and cardinality? Take a second, think back to that table. I know you've got this one. And the answer is, degree is the number of columns, the attributes. Cardinality is the number of rows, the tuples. And here's a little trick so you never, ever forget. Think D for degree is D for down, because columns go down the page. Simple, isn't it? You'll never get that wrong again. And here it is, the final summary of the entire chapter. A DBMS is way better than a simple file system. Tables are relations, columns are attributes, and rows are tuples. A primary key gives a unique ID to every record, and a foreign key creates a link between two tables. That's it. That's the whole chapter in just 6 simple lines. And we'll end with this quote, right from the beginning of your textbook chapter. Remove the inconsistent data and keep the original one. See? Now you understand. This is the whole goal of a DBMS, and now you know exactly how it does it.
So, the next time you're scrolling on Instagram or ordering food on Zomato or buying something from Amazon, just stop and think for a second. All of them are using powerful databases to manage lakhs and crores of records without making mistakes. It's all because of these simple ideas you learned today. So think about it. Where else do you see databases working all around you? All the very best for your exams, my dear students. You are going to do great.